I think it isn't as private as it is usually is, isn't it?
Everyone, would you mind if Catherine leads for our radio partner first, please, and can jump in afterwards? That'd be great. Thank you.
Right then. First things first, you've been away in Portugal, so just tell us a bit about the thinking behind that and why you maybe felt it was a good idea to take the squad away for a few days.
Yeah, I think the gap between our semi-final second leg and now the playoff final was too big for me to stay the whole time here in Huddersfield, and I thought it is a good idea to bring the group for a few days away. And we had very good experience when we brought the whole group, families, childs, women, missuses, all together into a training camp where we had training in the morning, in the afternoon was off, where we are able to come together. And even in the off time, you've seen the great togetherness this group has. Not only the players, the whole group. They spend more or less the whole period together, even when they are able to do something separate. And I think we did the best out of it. We had some good conditions. The pitch was immediately at the hotel. And now we are back. Now we really can feel the excitement in the city. And this excitement will develop and will not drop. And maybe if you are too long into this excitement area, maybe it drops at the end of this 12 or 13 days which we had.
We understand that Casey Palmer came and joined you out in Portugal. Is he fit again, and potentially could he feature at Wembley on Monday?
He is as fit as he can be after nearly 4 months where he was out. So he worked with the medical department in Chelsea. Unfortunately, he had 2 setbacks in this period, but in the last 3 weeks he was with their fitness coach on the grass, and the last week he worked with the under-23 of Chelsea, and now he's back in our group. So he looked good as he can after this long period where he was out, and I'm happy that he is back in the group, and the whole group is happy that he's back.
So available for selection for Wembley then?
I have no idea at the minute. We have another 4 training days now to go. We will see how he looks like, how he improves, and how he looks like after every single training session. I'm first of all very happy that he now worked in Portugal, everything 100% with the group.
And how's Gilius Kachunga? We saw him go off towards the end of the second leg at Hillsborough. Is he fit again?
I think so, that he will be fit. So he works individual at the minute as well. Kacha is such a strong fitness guy. He played so many minutes. If he is able to train on Sunday with the group without any issues, he is ready. So at the minute he doesn't need training. He had so many minutes in his leg. We only have to make sure that he has no issues and that he is healthy.
And how's the rest of the squad? Everybody else fit other than the long-term injuries?
Yeah, we were with the whole group together, no further issues. After this 120 minutes against Sheffield, of course, there were a lot of tired legs, but now after this training camp in Portugal and the training today, where we will be back on the grass, everybody is available and ready to go.
So, off to Wembley then. It's going to be Reading. Are you surprised that it's Reading that are going to be your opponents?
Surprised, I think everybody expected Fulham and Sheffield in the final. So there were a lot of statements before the semi-finals about momentum, about form or whatever, and I think it is another example where you can proven, or where we have proven, Reading and we, that experience and what happens in the past is irrelevant. It's only about the moment, and I think in this moment Reading and we deserve to be in the final. They did a great job against Fulham, like we did against Sheffield, and maybe the pundits and as we, especially in Huddersfield, know not all the pundits are right, thought Sheffield against Fulham will be the final. And now it's Reading against Huddersfield, and from our point of view, we are very happy to be there.
It's been two very close games between the two sides, 1-0 victory apiece. Are you expecting it to be equally close at Wembley?
Yeah, I think so. I think we've seen that both semi-finals were very tight as well. I don't think that this will be different on Monday in Wembley. I think both games were good games, which we played against. The result, maybe 1-0, one time for Reading, one time for us, wasn't the right one. It could be 3-2 or 2-1 as well without a problem. And I think there will be no secrets between us and Reading. So we know everything what we have to know about Reading, that they sometimes as well change their formation from 4-3-3 to 3-5-2. We will be prepared. They know more or less everything about us. I played some friendlies with Dortmund's second team against Jaap Stam when he was the assistant manager of Ajax second team. So we know each other. At the end, I think it's very important for us to do what we've done in the past, to be focused on ourselves, to be concentrate on ourselves, to trust and believe in what we are doing, to stick in what we've done so far, and not to have too many thoughts about the opponent or different occasions which we will have, different circumstances. We have to make us independent from all of this.
I think you've told me pretty much ahead of every game this season that you are the underdogs in every game. Do you consider yourselves the underdogs going into this one still?
It never changed. So we are still Huddersfield Town, even if we are now in the final. I think I have the feeling that nearly everybody, not only in this town, maybe in England, even in Europe, hopes that this fairy tale now comes to an happy end. Even if, or only if you are a Reading supporter, maybe not, but everybody else hopes that this will have now a happy end, what we started 10 months ago. And at the end, I think after what happens with Leicester in the last season, this is now a second fairy tale in a row in British football, and we are part of it. We are aware about it, and of course now we like to get it over the line. There's a job to do where we will be focused on, even if we know how good and how strong Reading is. And at the end, I said this before, it's a final, and in a final, even if you are the underdog, you like to win it. This is exactly what our ambitions is as well.
How much encouragement then does the Leicester fairy tale give you that Huddersfield can follow in their footsteps and do the same?
I think the only thing what helps is that they have shown it is possible. And on the other side, it's a different story, even if it looks a little bit similar in terms of the budgets Leicester had and their competitors, and our budget and the budgets of the other teams in the Championship. At the end, we are now we are so far, and when you are in the final, there is only one idea: win it. And that the prize is the Premier League, I think, makes it even bigger.
Do you think it is now or never for Huddersfield in terms of the Championship continues to get more competitive, there's more money as well, that this is your opportunity and you've got to take it now?
It took 45 years to be where we are now, so if they will take another 45 years, not a lot of us will be involved in this game, to be fair. But on the other side, I think before every season, the manager says, "Oh, this competition now is bigger than the last one," and I think now we only will be excited and happy and glad to be involved in this game, and we will be ready for sure.
How proud will you be then to lead this team out at Wembley on Monday?
Yeah, it's an honor for me, of course, and I'm proud to be part of this Terriers group who will be involved on Monday at 3 o'clock, and I think this group totally deserved it for what they've done so far in this season, and now they know this is maybe a once in a lifetime chance for our players. Usually a Huddersfield Town player, will not get an offer from a Premier League club. Usually a Huddersfield Town player has no chance to be involved in the Premier League, and now they have the chance, a real chance. So 10 months ago, maybe it was a vision. I like to speak more about visions than dreams, because visions, there are steps you like to follow, you like to do, to come to this vision, to make this vision true. In a dream, you wake up and you don't know why it happens. And I think for me personally, around Christmas, it was that this vision changed to a real chance, and now it changed from a real chance to reality. And reality is we are in the final and one step away from the Premier League. And this reality now we like to bring to a positive end.
Will that be the key on Monday? That yes, everybody talks about the fairy tale, the underdogs, it's a lovely story, but the reality is you want to go there and win. You want to be in the Premier League. It's not dreams. This could happen. So is that the message that you need to get across to the players for Monday?
To be fair, I don't have to bring any message around to the players at the minute. They are totally aware what they are playing for. And the good thing is, what didn't change is we always want to win every single football match. And at the end, it's a football match. And like we want to win football matches over the whole season, and we did it, I think, 25 times. It's the same case now against Wembley. Football match, win it. And this is the only thing what is in our head, and this is our target. That it's a final makes it bigger, yes, that's true. But all these players started to play football when they were childs on the street, at the beach, in the sun. Okay, in England maybe not so often in the sun, more in the rain. But they started to play football to play this kind of games. Finals, and now they are part of it. I was more concerned, or I was more thinking about how this group will react in the semi-final, because this was the first time where they played such games in different circumstances. But after what they've done in the semi-finals, I'm totally relaxed about the final, that this group is able to make themselves independent from the circumstance what is around them. They've shown it in the semis, even in Sheffield, Hillsborough away, and this will not be different in Wembley, even if it's, of course, one of the greatest occasions you can be in the football world.
Finally, from me, it looks as though the Huddersfield Town allocation for Wembley will be sold out. There is huge buzz around the town. Everybody's so behind you. How much do you want to do this for the fans as much as everybody involved in the club?
Yeah, I think this is more or less what I personally have in my head, how big this game is for every employer of Huddersfield Town who invested so much. It starts from the groundsman, kitchen, medical department, commercial department, press department. So 10 months, these people worked their socks off over 24/7, and the whole city, all the supporters, our chairman, they really invested so much in the last 10 months, and it would be nice to bring it over the line for all these people. One more game.
David, what's the mood like amongst the players? Are they relaxed, or are they a bit excited as the game draws near?
No, they are pretty relaxed, to be fair. I think in Portugal, the first 2 days, everybody was very excited, and it was hard for me personally to come down after this high we had in Hillsborough. And for this, it was very important that we were together and to speak to each other about all the feelings we had, and to get this in a positive way out of your mind, and to prepare yourself for the final. And this was exactly what we've done. And now we had off yesterday, and today I'm pretty sure everybody is relaxed. I think we have a good balance between to be relaxed and to be excited what is in front of us. And of course, this balance will change as nearer as the game comes. As usual, you get more excited, less relaxed. You only have to be as relaxed as you have to be good on Monday. And this is what we've done in the past. As I said, before the semi-final, I thought more, okay, how this group will react. We never played games in this circumstance. Now I'm pretty confident that we will be ready for Monday.
And we've been stressing to your players not to get caught up in the occasion, just to focus on the opponent.
Of course, this was the same what I said when we played at home the first leg or Hillsborough away. At the end, you have to make sure that you are independent from the circumstance and be focused on yourself, be focused on what you can change. And to be fair, nothing is better rather than to play in front of 90,000 in Wembley. So everybody will switch on for sure from the first second, and I'm looking forward to it.
You said you never practiced penalties before the semi-final. Have you practiced penalties for this one?
No, not so far, but I think we will do it again, and I think we did it well. If we needed semi-final, if we needed penalty shootout with this goalkeeper and with these players on the grass, I'm not worried about it.
Can I just ask you finally, at Norwich you appointed Dan Parker as their new boss. Do you know much about him, or something that's a good appointment?
I don't like to speak about Norwich's business. I think this is not serious and not professional if I speak about Norwich business.
David, there are lots of decisions to make before the game. One of the crucial ones, are you wearing suit or tie or tracksuit and cap?
I haven't thought about it so far, to be fair. But I will wear what is the British tradition, and I will do what I get asked to do. And if it's a suit, I will wear a suit. If not, then I stay and have a tracksuit like usual.
I was down in Wembley on Monday having a look at the ground and everything, and it was a coursing hot day, wide pitch. Are you prepared for the players for the expansive pitch compared to maybe some others, and the heat as well, humidity as well maybe?
Okay, we try to prepare us as good as we can. So our groundsman now set up our pitch with the same sizes like Wembley, of course. We train at 3 o'clock at kickoff time. The temperature today is hot as well. So we try to make all the small details. But to be fair, I think every proper manager thinks about these details and will make everything what he can do to prepare his team as good as we can.
And obviously you're used to press conferences in this country with maybe just the local journalists. How are you handling this spectacle and the run-up and that? Because is it something new for you? Okay, it's only a few more faces, so same question, same answers, boring. Anyone else?
David, much has been made of a Reading style of play, pretty conservative style of play. Do you agree with that? Do you think it's going to be a clash of two contrasting styles?
No. I would say both teams like to play football on the pitch. I think there is not one team who really likes the ball in the air. So maybe we, in some periods of the game, play more with the transition, or maybe a little bit different in the defense. But I don't think there are two different styles in this game. This is why I think it could be a good football match on Monday.
Are you settled on your own starting lineup in your mind? You know the team?
This is too early at the minute. I think the concerns, like always at the beginning of a week, is who will be available. If everybody is available, I of course have something in my head, but we have now further training sessions to go. and we have to see what can happen. So we've seen, for example, that Christopher Schindler, when we played the first leg at home against Sheffield Wednesday, became sick the night before the game. He was then available at the game, but the night before the game I thought, okay, we have to try to create a new idea. So at the moment I think it's unserious to speak about the starting 11.
David, over the last week, 10 days, I think you've been linked with Middlesbrough, Hull, Sunderland, Crystal Palace. Has that been a distraction at all?
Don't forget the German clubs, please. And I'm still here at this table. Hey. So
has it been a distraction? But what I'm saying is, it's a big compliment from your point of view that you've got so many clubs appreciating exactly what you've been doing here.
Come on, we are all together long enough in this business that everybody knows. If you are successful, they praise you. If you are unsuccessful, they kick you. So this is nothing what bothers me. And I said this to my players as well, because they have the same headlines. Make sure that we are all together, be totally focused now what is in front of us. It makes no sense now to waste your energy for anything else. After the final whistle, everybody can think about whatever he likes to do. And now it's the biggest game we have in front of us. And it sounds crazy, because every game was, to be fair, big from my point of view, which we played, and this is the 45th. No, how many games we played now? 54, I think. 54. I think this is the 54th game now we played in this season, and the last one is the biggest one, and for this we need all our energy.
Okay. Excellent. Right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. John, we'll go do TV now outside. Adam, who's my colleague there, we'll bring the players in due course. Chat.
Okay. See you later.
Out the door.
Thanks, David. Good luck.
Thank you.